Hey everyone, welcome to another top 10 list. Welcome to my top 10 unpopular video game opinions. I did one for the movies and the television shows, then goes video games are now next. Again, these are opinions. These are not facts. This is just what I think. So, because people get very passionate about people's opinions and get very vicious. Well, that is the internet for you, but still, these are just opinions that I have that I would say most people don't share the same opinions. For the most part. There'll probably be some people who agree with me. Probably, maybe a few of these, a lot of people might agree with me, but I would say, for the most part, majority will probably think it's like, I don't know about that. But again, just my opinions. So here we go. Top 10 unpopular video game opinions. Number 10. The Sims games are a waste of time. That sounds so harsh. I don't think I meant to say it like that. How about they're not great. How about that? I don't know. The Sims, and I know the Sims have been in video games for so long, and people love The Sims, and that's great. People can love The Sims, but every time I play The Sims, I feel like I'm just wasting my time because it's just the human world. I play video games to escape the human world and escape reality and go into like crazy adventures and stuff. Like I don't know. Even if I do play in the real world, it's like something unique and different, like maybe like a Telltale game or Life is Strange game. But The Sims is literally just you're there talking to people, going to work, and I don't know. It's just to me that's not exciting. I don't know, like maybe you could be like kind of rich in The Sims, but I don't know. This is just I know the simplicity of the game is what makes people love it so much, and I don't know. I'm gonna keep saying I don't know. To me, I don't get it. Every time I play it, I feel like I'm just wasting my time. But I know a lot of people put hundreds of hours into The Sims, and they love it to the moon and back, and that's great. I just don't share that opinion. So yeah. Sims fans are going to be so angry. Number 9, Resident Evil 5 is a great Resident Evil game. I know when this game came out, it was very divisive, and I know a lot of people don't talk very positive about the game. Sure, the ending is kind of silly when he punched the rock, but the game is good. It's a good shooter game. It's a good horror game. You got Chris Redfield back. You got Sheva, who's great. People hate it for the stupidest reasons. The biggest reason is that where it takes place in Africa. So a lot of the zombies are zombies of color, and they think that's racist for some reason, which makes no sense because that's the majority of the race in Africa. It's just, I bet if the zombies were all white, people would be like, "Why are they all white?" Like, it's a very odd complaint. It's still a complaint for this game. Like when people talk about Resident Evil 5, they're like, "Oh yeah, the racist Resident Evil game." I'm like, "What?" The main character is a black female, Sheva, who's awesome. She's a great character. I love Sheva, and I love her partnership with Chris Redfield. And I love that you're looking for Jill Valentine in this game. It's a great game. I love the zombies are quicker. I love the weaponry in this game. I love Wesker in the game. I love the animals, like the zombie alligator and shit like that. I think it's a solid game. It's not the best Resident Evil game, but it's a solid entry in the series. So I don't know what people are talking about. It's a great game. All right, coming number 8 is Crash Team Racing is better than Mario Kart. Oh, here we go. That's a big one right there. Here come the death threats. I love Mario Kart. And I love Mario Kart for the 64, old school Nintendos, the DS, of course, the big one, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Everyone loves Mario Kart. Crash Team Racing, I think, is just a better game. I think Crash Team Racing has just better driving mechanics. Sure, the Mario Kart drifting is really cool, and you always have to kind of drift. But I think the double drift in Crash Team Racing is just much cooler because it takes a lot more skill. Because Mario Kart isn't, I wouldn't say Mario Kart's super easy, but Crash Team Racing actually takes legit skill to be good at the game. I think the weapons are just cooler. I love that it also brought in like all the Crash characters and even Spyro characters. I think the world designs are just a lot more cool. I love that there's like a Halloween track, Christmas track, and I think the online multiplayer is super underrated. And just it feels like it has more of a challenge. I think the battle system's a lot more fun than the Mario Kart battle system. I don't know. I love Mario Kart. I will always be a huge Mario Kart fan, but I think Crash Team Racing is just done better. Again, it's all opinion. Anyways, number 7, Rivet is better than Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank. This is an opinion that I never thought I would say because I hate when they just bring in the same character and they just make it a different gender. I just think that's silly. They did that with Linkle, I think her name was. That was stupid. And they've done it with like Yoshi. They've done it with so many characters. They just make a female version of a male character. I like female characters that are their own characters, like a Jill Valentine, a Lara Croft, and all these. There's so many great female characters, but they're their own characters. They're not just a character that's just a cop out of a male character. However, Rivet is the one exception. She is a lot better than Ratchet. And I love the Ratchet and Clank series, and playing as Ratchet and Clank is awesome. Ratchet is super cool. I just think he's a boring character. Clank has the personality. Clank is more cool than Ratchet for me. Ratchet's just kind of this basic hero. Rivet is a lot more complex. She's a lot more emotional. And I love that she just has a lot more determination. There's so much more stakes with her story. I just think she's just a better protagonist than Ratchet is. And I never thought I would actually say that because I've always been like, oh, Ratchet and Clank are awesome. But Rivet from Rift Apart is better than Ratchet. I never in a million years would think that would happen. But it did. That's all because Rift Apart is just, I think, arguably the best Ratchet and Clank game. And Rivet is the biggest reason why. So, good job. All right, coming in number 6. Trevor from GTA 5 sucks. Here's another one. People are going to just hate me. Hate me for this. Because people love Trevor. He's like he's like the fan favorite in Grand Theft Auto. I think Franklin is better than Trevor, but whatever. GTA 5, I think, is an overrated game. I think it's good, but it's not amazing. But yeah, people praise the shit out of GTA 5. And people praise the shit out of Trevor. Because they say, even if you don't like GTA 5, Trevor is the best character. Like, he's a sociopath. He's just an insane psycho who robs banks. And people just love him. I thought he was annoying. I played as Trevor. I don't like his, special... The only special moves in GTA 5 I liked was Franklin's because I liked driving and slowing down the driving. But, Trevor's with the guy... I didn't need his, berserker thing, whatever the fuck it was. I didn't need it. It didn't help me that much. Trevor was just annoying. He was greedy. He just, would whine a lot. And just, I don't know. His craziness, I love crazy characters, but, his craziness was just not entertaining. It was just kind of getting on my nerves, and he was getting on my nerves, and I don't know. It's just, I was playing this game, and I was, looking forward to Trevor, because everyone said Trevor is the best character in the game. And then when I finally get to see Trevor, I was like, this is the guy everyone's been building up? Yeah, he's annoying, so. I don't know. That's just me. Again, it's just me. Anyways, top 5. Number 5, DMC is better than the first Devil May Cry game. Yes, DMC is a basically reboot of the first Devil May Cry game. Mungus comes back, he's a human, and yeah, they do it all. Virgil, everything. Dante's different, he's younger, he's got black hair. It's basically the Ninja series, but Devil May Cry as, I don't know, Devil May Cry 1 is a great game, it's a classic game, but DMC was just a lot funner. I thought it was more smooth, visuals were great. I liked the new look of Dante. I thought the new special moves were great. Virgil was cool. The way they did the villain was a lot, it tries to be a lot more edgier, and some of it is a bit cringe. But some of it was really effective. The music kicked ass. The gunplay was awesome. The villains were cool. The designs of the demons were awesome. I had a lot of fun with DMC. I know it got a lot of hate when it came out, and people say you can't match it with the first Devil May Cry. And honestly, I thought it was better than the first Devil May Cry. It's not the best Devil May Cry game. I think Devil May Cry 5 and 4 are the best ones because they bring in Nero, and Nero's awesome. But yeah, I like DMC. I think it's good, and it's better than the first one. So yeah, come at me, bitches. All right, number 4, Siphon Filter doesn't hold up. The Siphon Filter games I loved as a kid. I played them for the PS1, Siphon Filter 1, Siphon Filter 2, and then Siphon Filter 3 on the PS2. I loved these games. I loved playing as Gabriel, and I loved these like weird, complex stories that made no sense. The shooting was great. I replayed them now on the classics for PS4, PS5. The first one legit does not hold up. It has terrible voice acting. The shooting mechanic is just a mess. The story is stupid. I don't know. I was so sad because I had such great memories. And a lot of games from my childhood always still do hold up. Like, the Final Fantasy games still hold up. Legend of Dragoon still holds up. The Ratchet and Clank games from the PS2 era, they still hold up. Resident Evil 1 and 2 still hold up. Resident Evil 3, like a lot of PS1 games hold up. But Siphon Filter does not. Siphon Filter 2 also doesn't hold up. I tried to do a co-op run and a versus with a buddy, and it was just so janky, so glitchy. Siphon Filter 3 doesn't hold up. I played the 3 Siphon Filter games that I played as a kid, and I loved them as a kid, and just playing them now, they just don't work. They don't hold up. They're too janky, they're too outdated, and the stories are just stupid. So, yeah. Sorry, guys. All right, number 3. Coming in at number 3. Tekken is a more consistent franchise than Mortal Kombat. So I'm not saying it's better than Mortal Kombat. I'm saying it's just more consistently good. Because Mortal Kombat is a great fighting series. So is Tekken. I think Tekken has the greatest fighting game ever with Tekken 3. I think Tekken 3 is single-handedly the best fighting game. I know a lot of people will be like, oh, what about Street Fighter 5, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Injustice 2, Mortal Kombat 9, or Deadly Alliance? All great games. Great games. However, Tekken 3 is the definitive fighting game. And Tekken, I don't think, there's not a single bad Tekken game. All Tekken 1 through 8 are fantastic. And Tekken Tag Tournament 1 and 2 are fantastic. There's 10 Tekken games. I think there's some side ones I've never played, but the 10 Tekken games are all solid games. Fantastic games. Mortal Kombat has a lot of amazing games, but some of them don't hold up. Like, 10 and 11 are basically the same game. And Armageddon was really bad. And even some of the older ones aren't amazing. And there's just some silliness to it. And there's some spin-off Mortal Kombat games that are just kind of ridiculous. However, like Mortal Kombat, I will always have a soft spot for Mortal Kombat because I grew up with Mortal Kombat. I grew up with Tekken too, but like Mortal Kombat was like the first fighting game I ever played. It's just, I think Tekken is just more consistent. Not better, consistent. So hopefully y'all can agree with me on that. All right, top 2, baby. All right, number 2. Come to number 2. The Order 1886 is not that bad. This game came out because this was a PS4 exclusive, and people ripped this game to shreds. They said it was so bad, so trash. However, I will say, as a full-priced game, I would say, yes, it's a bit of a ripoff because it only takes like 8 hours to beat the campaign, and that's really it. It's not an online game. It's just a story, a really good story. I think the protagonist is good, the gun mechanics is good, the story's cool, the werewolves are sweet. I love that it has a lot of twists and turns. Visually, it's great. It's just, it's a short game, and it shouldn't have been full price when it came out for the PS4. But I bought this for like $10, like years ago, and I was expecting this game to be trash. And it actually was a lot of fun. It's not amazing. It's not like the most underrated game ever. It's not like a landmark of games. It's a good game. It's just not amazing, and it's not shit either. It's weird, like, because when a lot of people talk about this game, they call it like one of the worst PS4 games ever, and I just don't agree. I don't think it's that bad, and I think people should replay it. It's pretty good. All right, number one. I'm gonna get hate for this one. No Man's Sky is too big of an open world. I know that makes zero sense because everyone's like, open world should be as big as that you should make them. No Man's Sky is a great game, and the way that the story of the making of No Man's Sky is amazing, and how it like came out and it was shit, and then just the developers put so much time and effort and made it. It's such a great game. It has like this huge following, and it's still ongoing. They're still putting new things in it. That's all great. It's just too big. I'm a completionist. I like to explore everything, every nick and cranny, but I can't do that with No Man's Sky. There's so much you have to explore, so much to see, and I can't do it. And it kind of gets on my nerves. So for me, I think No Man's Sky is too big of an open world. And I know that is a silly complaint, and a silly nitpick, and a silly opinion, but it's my opinion. Come at me. So yeah, those are my top 10 unpopular video game opinions. So let me know in the comments below, what are your video game unpopular opinions? Comment below, let me know. And until next week's video, please subscribe to the channel and join the dark side.